Good afternoon. I'm joined today by Geoff Fenlon, Principal of Carnegie College. Thank you for taking the time to come along to Radio West Fife. Can you tell me a bit about your personal background first of all, Geoff?
Yes, well, thanks very much for inviting me, first of all. I've had quite a varied background, I suppose. I was brought up on Merseyside, on the Wirral, but I left there in 1980 to go and join the Royal Navy. And I went down to Dartmouth to train as a naval officer, and specifically as a supply and secretariat officer, or logistics as they call them nowadays. Spent just over 13 years in the Royal Navy, and ended up in my last two appointments here at Petrevey. First of all, I was the secretary to the Chief of Staff, and then there was a gap for a year when I went down to High Wycombe to become the Naval Administrative Director during the First Gulf War, and to help with logistics. And then I came back up to Scotland as the Staff Logistics Officer for Flag Officer Scotland and Northern Ireland. I then left the Navy, went to Edinburgh University, where I did a master's degree in business administration, handed in my dissertation one day, and was lucky enough to start at the Edinburgh International Conference Centre in the role of supply logistics manager. I started one day, and then 12 years later I left in order to move down to Birmingham, where I was asked to become the general manager of the UK's largest conference centre, which is the ICC, the International Convention Centre in Birmingham. That's part of the National Exhibition Centre group, so many of your listeners may be aware of that group, or may indeed have attended many of the events down there. For example, the National Exhibition down at Birmingham Airport has most of the largest exhibitions within the UK, and the two arenas that we ran, which was the National Indoor Arena and the LG Arena, put on all the big concerts that come into the UK and do their tours. I was also involved in setting up the new convention centre in Dublin, and after 4 years of commuting, because my family stayed up in West Fife, I then was fortunate enough to get the job here at Carnegie College, where I'm principal and chief executive, and thoroughly enjoying it.
As you said, you were the principal and CEO of Carnegie College and Enterprise. It sounds like a mammoth task. Can you tell us a bit about what it involves?
Well, Carnegie College is the principal further education college in West Fife. However, we don't just do further education. So if you're looking to come and further your career, if you're looking to gain qualifications, if you're looking to get new skills, if you're looking to do a degree, then Carnegie College is the place for you to come if you're in West Fife. We have a wide range of different types of subjects that we cover, and we have a wide range of skills that we cover. In many ways, we do a lot with engineering and have developed quite a reputation as being one of the top providers for anything to do with engineering. And we're slowly but surely increasing our involvement in the renewables industry, and in particular the wind turbine technicians. And as most of your listeners will be aware, this is a huge growth for Scotland and for the UK and Europe. And we expect that we'll be able to train a lot of the technicians of the future here. We also provide a lot of training and qualifications in the care world, in hospitality, and in the arts as well. And I think it's fair to say we have a very successful track record over the many years. And as colleges go, Carnegie College is one of the oldest colleges in Scotland. It was set up over 100 years ago by Andrew Carnegie, and at that stage it was named after his uncle, Uncle Lauder. And so we started off life as Lauder College and changed to Carnegie College about 6 years ago.
What would you say is your biggest achievement in your career background so far?
Interesting one. Biggest achievement in career so far? Well, I think I would say it's probably the winning of the European Quality Award, which we won at the Edinburgh International Conference Centre in 2003. The European Quality Award is effectively an Oscar for the business industry. It's where all the big companies throughout Europe compete in order to show who has got a way of doing business that is excellent. And we were, I was going to say lucky enough, but actually I think it's more than being lucky. I think the whole team at EICC set up an excellent business, and this was recognised. by the European Foundation for Quality Management. I guess other achievements, I'm very happy every year, and we're about to come up to graduation. In fact, when this is broadcast, I think we will have had our graduation. And that is always a massive achievement. To see the success that any individual has had through their time at college and how they've graduated and how they move on their journey of success, that is a huge achievement for me.
According to your LinkedIn profile, Geoff, you're a faculty member of the AIPC Academy. What does this stand for and what does it involve?
This goes back to my time in the conference world. I don't know how many of your listeners speak French, but AIPC stands for the Association Internationale de Palais de Congrès, the International Association of Conference Centres. For many a year, I was on the board of AIPC. It's a global organisation, and I was responsible for training and education across the global industry. As part of that, we set up various courses, and as a recent extension to that, we've set up an academy which meets in Brussels once a year, and we have about 40 students come from across the globe to understand more about how to run conference centres. And I lecture on that, lecture in particular on event organisation and customer service. So it's a good bit of fun, but it's an area which I believe passionately in the sense of customer service. That's what we're all about, and also in education and training people to deliver that.
Do you think we'll have something similar like that for the Carnegie Conference Centre, Geoff?
Well, it applies to all conference centres. I think Carnegie Conference Centre up here at Holbeef has got a brilliant reputation. If you're looking to hold meetings or seminars, if you're looking to hold parties or weddings, then there's no better place than Dunfermline. I think the customer service you get there, well, some of the guys on that who work at the conference centre could come and teach on my academy programme, because they really do show excellent customer service.
I know there's an upcoming collaboration merge with the three colleges in Fife. What would the benefits in general terms be to the students of West Fife?
Well, the discussions that are taking place at the moment between ourselves at Carnegie College, Adam Smith College, and with elements of Elmwood College are really all brought about due to the government's review on putting learners at the centre. And what they are keen to do is focus in on greater efficiencies, greater effectiveness from colleges, making sure basically that every learner gets a greater opportunity. And that's really, I think, where we can achieve perhaps more than other colleges in other regions. So we're going to look to set up a new regional college, and what this regional college will give us is a critical mass. It will give us a size when we can really make things happen. The people in West Fife, I think, will benefit hugely from this. We won't lose the old, but we will gain a lot of the new, and we will find that we'll continue to deliver high quality further education and higher education in West Fife, but we'll actually go further than that. We'll make it easier for people to move along their pathways of success, to make sure that they can come in to the college at one point, carry on if that's what they want to do, or go on into employment, or come from employment in order to learn new skills and find new ways of doing it. So the new college will be very much focused in on improving and making better academic and skills throughout Dunfermline.
Geoff, thank you for coming to speak to us this afternoon at Radio West Fife. And if any listeners would like to listen to the interview again, it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel just shortly.